Hi guys, so today I want to show you how to make a simple and colorful polymer clay ranunculus necklace. The materials we need are Fimo soft polymer clay, 17-inch gold-filled chain, one 5mm gold-filled clasp, a couple open jump rings, and 6-inch half-hard wire. First, let's move on to handling the polymer clay. Flatten out the polymer clay using your fingers. Then run through a pasta machine or clay press to get even thickness. Next, we are going to make 4 granite containers using Fimo Effect number 801. Using a number 10 Wilton piping nozzle. This is actually a tool for cake decorating, but I find it is perfect for polymer clay as well. Cut out 4 small circles. Those will be the bottom of our granite container. Shape the rest of the polymer clay into a long, narrow strip. Using a bendable blade, cut a 2mm wide strip. Carefully wrap the strip around the circle we just created. Keep a really light force to avoid squishing the polymer clay. Cut out any excess polymer clay. Smooth out the seams lightly. Now our granite container is done. After making 4 containers, arrange them together so they form a slight curve. Using a wire cutter, cut 6-inch half-hard wire. Embed the wire into the polymer clay. I find ball tool is perfect for this job. Again, remember to apply only a light force. Don't squish the polymer clay out of the shape. Bake the whole piece in the oven for 20 minutes in 230 degrees Fahrenheit. While baking, we can start preparing the polymer clay ranunculus using a number 10 Wilton round tip. Cut a circle from Fimo soft emerald. Further divide the circle into quarters. Each quarter will be a ranunculus center. Form those tiny pieces into balls. Now, cut out the first layer of petals. I used a very light apple green for the first layer. Using a number 7 Wilton round tip, cut out small circles. And further divide each one into quarters. Each quarter will represent 1 petal. Form those tiny pieces into balls. Still use a quarter of a circle for the second layer of petals, but change the color to yellow. For the third and fourth layer, use half of a circle. You can find the number of petals for each layer on the screen. I must apologize here, I lost the footage of attaching the first layer of petals onto the center. But don't worry, every layer works exactly the same way. So here comes the second layer, using a ball to gently cup the petal on a foam pad or the palm of your hand. Flip the cupped petal back so they are easier to pick up. Place the petal in a spiral around the center. You don't need any glue as the raw polymer clay will adhere to each other naturally. Make sure the last petal sits partially underneath the first petal. Moving on to the third and fourth layer, cup the petal as showed before. And flip them back. This time, gently flatten the curve so they won't as cupped as the inner layers. You want the flower to gradually open up. Arrange the petals exactly the same way for the last two layers. Just always remember to keep a light touch. Using a small scissor to take the flower onto the table, go ahead and make 3 other ranunculus using different colors. When they are all ready to go, you can go ahead to attach them to the baked container. The glue I'm using here is liquid clay. Using a toothpick, generously apply the liquid clay into the container. Make sure you cover all the small corners, especially around the wire. Place the polymer clay ranunculus you just made into the container, using your finger to adjust the position very lightly. Put the whole piece into the oven at 230 Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. After baking, it's time to make a well-wrapped loop at each end of the flower pendant. Using a round nose plier to hold the wire in one hand. Using the other hand to wrap the wire around the round nose plier to create a loop. Slide the chain into the loop before we close it. Now switch to a flat nose plier. Use it to hold the loop. Using the other hand, wrap the wire 2 or 3 times to tightly close the loop. Cut any extra wire using a wire cutter. Do the exactly same thing for the other end. You can finish the project at this point, or you can choose to add a little more detail like what I did here. Cut 8 inches of gold-filled chain using a wire cutter. Then, further divide the chain into 3 pieces in 3 different lengths. Attach 2 jump rings at both ends. Slide the chains into the jump rings. Do the same thing for the other end. Then, we can add this embellishment beneath the ranunculus flower. Now our necklace is completed. You can wear this simple and colorful design in any occasion. If you like my tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. You can find more tutorials like this in my website crystalandclay.com. Thank you for watching. See you next time.